Released in 1996 for the Sega STV arcade board, was Sega AM1's Dynamite Deka. Also known as Die Hard Arcade in the West, as it was tied into the movie license with art showing similarities to Bruce Willis. I must be clear that the emulation quality of STV games is not perfect, so there are a few graphical glitches here and there during gameplay. As we can see, Dynamite Deka is a 3D scrolling beat 'em up interspersed with quick time events. Success in the QTE events will allow you to pass on beating up the bad guy, while failure will have you taking down the enemy. Throughout the stages are all manner of objects and weapons to be used against the enemy. You can even chain combos together by using various punch and kick commands. All in all, Dynamite Deka is a great little beat 'em up. I only wish it was a little longer. At first glance, the Saturn port seems to be identical to the arcade machine, and it should be, since the arcade and Saturn are basically the same hardware. Playing the Saturn game, however, does seem smoother than the arcade version, but there are also some downsides. Because the Saturn game is loading data from disk, it is constantly loading every new area. While the loading times are only a few seconds, the pauses to the action really do break up the flow the arcade version has. There's also another major problem if using a FrameMeister or other upscaling devices. Every single time the scene changes, so does the resolution. This causes upscaled devices to lose sync for a few seconds. The end result is a game where you practically never see any of the cutscenes. Thankfully, the in-game levels aren't really affected.
They're holding 30 hostages inside, including the president's daughter. I repeat, they have the president's daughter in there. We have to get her out as soon as possible.
Volume 26 of the Sega Ages collection on the PS2 is where Dynamite Deka fits in. What we have here is a perfect recreation of the arcade and Saturn game, but now with all new improved graphics. This port truly is identical to the original game. It plays the same and has all the same timings for moves. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a reskin of the original Saturn version. In fact, I'm positive it is, since the Saturn version of the game is also on the disc. There are also many other modes of play, including the arrest mode, in which you need to arrest every bad guy, and a strange altered beast mode, where your character takes the form of some odd beast. There's even an art gallery present on this version, which includes a full scan of the Japanese Sega Saturn game manual. Sega of China really did do a good job with this port.
Why isn't that safe open yet? Where is that girl? Just find her!
And let's take a look at all those versions of Dynamite Deka running side by side.